Everyone, how you doing? How you been? How are you? And hope you're doing well. And I just want to say welcome to another weekly download. My name is Mitchel Dumlao. This is the Video Content School, and today we're going to talk about, is videography a good career? So this is for all the videographers and the filmmakers, the content creators out there, and the people who just love making videos who are wondering if they want to pursue this full time. So I've been doing this for a long time. So my background is that I grew up watching films with my family. I wanted to become a filmmaker. So I went to UC Santa Barbara, graduated with a film degree. I started working in Hollywood as a producer's assistant and then a literary manager and creative executive. And my whole job was to sell my writer's scripts and get people staffed on shows and travel around the world to look for writers. And it was a crazy job. And I ended up creating a YouTube channel and then started getting into branded content and then into digital ads and digital marketing, and then started my own company where I help businesses and brands grow with video content. And through all of that, I've learned a lot about videography and also the joys of being able to help people with their businesses and their careers with video content. And that's why I love videography and why I think videography is a great career, is because I love the art of filmmaking and storytelling through videos and helping people either to learn from my video content or companies grow by the video content that we use to help them sell their product and services. So one of the first reasons why I believe videography is a really good career choice is that digital marketing is booming. It's the only way you can market now, and digital marketing requires video content. I think over 80% of all content online is video content. You see it with Instagram. It went from an image-focused app to a video-focused app with Reels because of TikTok. And then LinkedIn and Pinterest and Twitter and Facebook all have videos, and you just see videos everywhere. So digital marketing has made it so that everyone who has a campaign needs a video. So that means you, as a video maker, can create videos for these people, whether it's a marketing agency, a creative agency, an ad agency, or it is a production company that's hiring video vendors, or you go straight to the client and you can actually become the video vendor for that client. And from there, you have to really understand the idea of marketing, but at the same time, it's not necessarily just marketing, right? There's also videos for recruiting, videos for sales, videos for branding, but usually nowadays, it's usually videos for digital marketing. Digital marketing is just the only way you can market these days. You can't just rely on TV and billboards anymore or the newspaper. You're gonna have to market online, and video is the number one content for online marketing campaigns. So the second reason why you should consider videography as a full-time career is that companies right now are hiring full-time in-house videographers. So if you don't want to do the freelancing life and have to deal with inconsistent income, you can get consistent paychecks from a company that hired you as an in-house videographer. Because of number one, digital marketing being so ubiquitous when it comes to a marketing campaign for any company out there, they require a lot of video, and especially nowadays, you probably have to make a video every single day for you to stay relevant in your industry and to be on top of mind of all your target audiences. And so that's why people hire in-house videographers to be part of their team. Now, a lot of the time, the marketing team is who hires you. So you have to understand digital marketing, content strategy, and video content marketing. So why are you creating these videos? Now, a lot of videographers and filmmakers who be turned into videographers want to just be creative. You just want to create videos like music videos or short films. And when you get into an in-house position, you're going to be creating films exclusively for that company to honestly increase their ROI or return on investment and also make more money. All right, so get more customers, get more sales, and of course, increase the ROI and make it seem like it's actually a great investment. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean sales. ROI can also mean more signups, more people on the newsletter, whatever it is more conversion. So what that means for you as a videographer is that you should understand digital marketing a little bit. So when it comes to the interview process, if you're able to study the company that is hiring you for in-house videography role, then you can tell them about how you know about content strategy. You got a certification in Google and HubSpot. Understand the idea of content marketing and understanding the ideal customer profile and the customer journey and creating content for each one of those phases. And then once you get into the role, you won't be confused when they ask you, hey, can you research our target audience or ideal customer profile, figure out what kind of content they're searching and watching on TikTok, and let's create scripts and video ideas that's going to attract that target audience. right? Once you hear that, then you'll be able to tell them, yes, I understand that because I know digital marketing. So it's important for you if you want to become an in-house videographer to understand a little bit of content strategy, content marketing, and marketing in general. It's not necessarily something you should do, but it will help you with the hiring process and it'll make the whole thing easier because usually people hire in-house videographers for marketing. Although sometimes you can hire in-house videographers for just advertising and also for branding and for sales, recruiting, and the whole gamut. Usually, though, I have found it's in the marketing department. Now, when you are an in-house videographer, you also get, perks and benefits, and you get to, just create exclusive content for that company. It might not be super creative, but hey, at least you get a consistent paycheck. So that's the reason why you can really have a blossoming videography career because you can actually get hired by a company that's not a production company or any company that's in the entertainment business. Back in the day, companies wouldn't hire videographers to become in-house employees. It just was unheard of. You didn't need that. You would hire a third-party video production company or an agency to create videos for you. But nowadays, like I said, digital marketing requires consistent content. So they need an in-house videographer to produce consistent content. All right. And another side note, just for a lot of people out there who want to know the difference between a videographer and a filmmaker, for the filmmakers out there, you usually want to either write, direct, maybe produce, and probably not want to touch the camera. You want to tell stories, but you're not a camera op or a DP. Videographers, people hire videographers because they know how to use a camera. You're not going to get hired as a videographer and say, hey, I'm just a director, I need to hire a DP. They'll hire the DP or the camera operator. So as a videographer, you have to know how to use a camera and also how to light and capture sound and basically do everything that a film production crew does. So that's just another thing you got to know, which goes to my third point, that it's great to become a videographer these days because you can learn all these things online or with cheap courses online, and the equipment is not that expensive. All right, it's very accessible. So when it comes to education, I went to film school. And I'm telling you right now that I learned more about videography and camera operation and production outside of film school when I started working with companies or started working with other videographers or being part of sets and just doing the actual work of a videographer and as a filmmaker, as a DP, as a camera operator, being on set. And what that means for you is that you don't necessarily need to go to USC or NYU or a film school to learn videography. You can learn by watching YouTube videos, by asking other videographer friends, going on courses online, or go to our course at videocontentschool.com where you can learn videography as well as how to create a content strategy so you can, be very versed when you're in a marketing room with a bunch of marketing executives talking about campaigns. We'll teach you how to create low budget videos that look high quality. Also teach you how to produce social media optimized content so you can get the most traffic and views and reach and engagement, which is very important for digital marketing. So again, that's videocontentschool.com. I'll teach you for free how to create amazing videos with your phone. And of course, there's the video content blueprint, which I feel like you should really invest in because I'll teach you everything from content strategy, digital marketing, and videography. So back to the whole idea of not having to go to film school and, and being able to learn online, it makes it easier for you to start getting clients. Same thing is that equipment is accessible and also less expensive now. Seriously, a long time ago, when I was in film school, you had to buy cameras that were super expensive. Sometimes you had to buy film. You had to buy like a film camera, 35 millimeter cameras, and develop the film. That was super expensive. Digital cameras were the camcorders. You had the PD-150s. I'm really dating myself now. With DV tapes, and that's when you had to like buy the DV tapes, buy the camcorder, understand how to use it. That's when you used to say camcorder. And then the 5D came out, right? And the 5D and the 7D, the Canons, they started, using DSLR bodies to record videos, and that changed the game. That's when people started using DSLRs to capture videos that had interchangeable lenses and also had the photography component to it. So it was an all-in-one content capturing machine. And so from there, a lot of the cameras became cheaper and more accessible for consumers like you who want to create videos without having to pay $10,000 or $25,000, right? You can buy, honestly, $1,000 camera and get as much quality out of it as someone who bought a $3,000 camera if you knew the fundamentals. And I teach those fundamentals. I keep teaching these fundamentals on my channel, but I'll tell you this right now. If you're able to get a decent camera that can record in, I would say 4K nowadays, you need 4K, 24 frames per second, 4K, even 8-bit, and even if it does record just to MP4s, If you have a decent lens, if it's a stock lens, it's okay. As long as you have a decent lens and know how to light. So get LED cameras, newer JVMs, put softbox on them, know about 3-point lighting, key, fill, backlight for interviews, and then everything else, understand 3-point lighting. And then from there, you can also capture sound properly. So quiet area using a lavalier mic that is a wire or wireless and a shotgun mic. That way you can capture good sound. And if you know how to frame, of course, wide, medium, close-up, rule of thirds, headroom, all of that, on top of having stable shots, having a tripod or a gimbal, a slider, Dana dolly, let's just keep it with a gimbal and a slider, maybe a shoulder rig, then you'll be able to actually compete with a lot of people who have expensive cameras who don't know how to do that. Sometimes people have a very expensive camera but don't have any lighting techniques. They understand how to move the camera and their sound is horrible, right? So just want to give you that lesson because you can do a lot with an inexpensive camera. So that's the third reason, is that you don't need to go to film school and you can buy really affordable cameras that can capture the footage you want. So those are the 3 reasons why I believe videography is a great career choice. First reason, digital marketing right now wants and needs video content, so that makes it good for you while you're looking for gigs out there. And as a videographer, just to let you know, if you can understand digital marketing and content marketing a little bit more, you're going to be able to get these jobs and gigs and speak the language of these marketers. But you can also get gigs as a videographer creating ads as well as creating branding content or sales content. But digital marketing right now is usually where all the content goes when it comes to videos. So second reason why videography is a great career is because a lot of companies are hiring in-house videographers now to create consistent content to help them enhance their marketing campaigns. So you can have a full-time job, collect a consistent paycheck and consistent income, and create content exclusively for a company. And that can actually expand into going to the sales department and the design, branding department, as well as the recruiting and HR department. You can go everywhere within the company. So that's why it's great nowadays to have a videography background or skill set, because you can get hired by a company. The third reason why videography is a great career is because you can get in without having to go to film school or buying expensive gear. You can learn online. You can learn at videoccontentschool.com, where we train you everything from digital marketing, content strategy, and videography, all in our amazing courses. At the same time, you can buy inexpensive gear that can be just $1,000 cameras, and without having to spend a whole bunch of money on film school and expensive camera equipment, you could do everything for honestly under $5,000, probably even $3,000. I'm telling you right now, I've done some pretty amazing videos with, this is really old, a Canon T3i and a Tamron lens 24-70 f2.8 camera with a tripod and then some lighting. Right, it wasn't my greatest work in the world, but I made it work. And I was able to get some pretty amazing clients with that kit. All right, so hopefully this was helpful and you learned a lot today. For all the filmmakers and videographers out there and people who love creating videos, who want to know if videography is a great career, please let me know if you have any questions and you are still considering it and want to know more. Leave a comment below or ask me at Mitchel@videoccontentschool.com. If you want to learn more about anything else, again, leave a comment or send me an email. And like, comment, and share this with anyone you think would find this helpful. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button below for notifications. And remember, I post every single week to really help you grow your videography career and your video business. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you